A very good afternoon to you. You're with News First. This is your lunch prime time news bulletin. As usual, let's start off with a look at the headlines. Constitutional Council to convene for the first time today. Individual shot dead in the Laggala 21-mile post area. Former Chief Minister of the Uva Province, Sashinda Rajapaksa, summoned before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. Cabinet Subcommittee appointed to streamline the purchasing of paddy. On to those stories in detail. 4 persons, including 1 woman, were killed in an accident that took place a short while ago in the Midiswatta Yagodamulla area on the Colombo Minuwangoda main road. The police media spokesperson's office said that 2 bodies are at the scene of the accident, while the remains of the other victims have been moved to the Minuwangoda hospital. The Constitutional Council will convene for the first time today. Deputy General Secretary of Parliament Neil Idawela said the Constitutional Council will convene this afternoon under the patronage of Speaker Karu Jayasuriya.
Minister of Justice and Buddha Sasana Vijaydas Rajapaksa said discussions will be held on the appointment of the 3 civil society representatives to the council. Under the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, the powers vested with the executive presidency were curtailed, and the proposed Constitutional Council will comprise of 10 members. The Speaker will chair the Constitutional Council, and the Prime Minister and the opposition leader will be appointed from their official capacity. Yesterday, the President nominated Minister Partli Champika Ranawaka as his representative to the Constitutional Council, while Minister Vijaydas Rajapaksa was appointed the Prime Minister's representative to the Constitutional Council.
Former Chief Minister of the Uva Province, Sashinda Rajapaksa, was summoned to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate and inquire into serious acts of fraud, corruption and abuse of power, state resources and privileges today. Secretary to the Commission, Lasil De Silva, said that Sashinda Rajapaksa was summoned in order to record a statement on the alleged irregularities in providing state-owned lands in Mahiyangane for various constructions. The Secretary of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry said that the former Chief Minister is currently being questioned. On to another headline-making story, Palitharange Bandar assumed duties as State Minister of Skills Development and Vocational Training today. The State Minister assumed duties at the Vocational Training Centre based in Narahempita. I see this as a ministry that could complete an endless amount of work and a ministry that has no limits. Through this consensual government, we intend on bringing this country, which has fallen behind by 40 years, up to date as quickly as possible. We intend to utilize our resources and fulfill our responsibility of ensuring that all human resources are met. And I clearly state, I will fully commit myself to ensure that these tasks are completed. Meanwhile, Susil Premjayant assumed duties as Minister of Technology, Technical Education and Employment today. I am quite happy to assume duties of such a ministry. Moreover, I believe that the topic of employment has taken centre stage in our country at this point of time. There is an estimated unemployment rate of 6% among the total population of Sri Lanka. But if you look at the employment rate among people between the ages of 18 to 30, this rate stands at around 20%. So I believe that it is up to us to overcome this challenge. Still in local news, an individual was shot dead in the 21st mile post area in Hattota Amuna Laggala. Police said that the victim's wife was also injured in the shooting. The shooting took place in close proximity to a shop owned by the victim. The deceased was 61 years old. His 51-year-old wife, who was injured, was first admitted to the Bakamuna hospital and was later transferred to the Polonnaruwa General Hospital. No arrests have been made as of yet over the shooting. The President has appointed a Cabinet subcommittee to streamline the purchasing of paddy. 6 ministers, including Minister of Finance Ravi Karunanayaka, Minister of Agriculture Duminda Disanayaka and Minister of Rural Economic Affairs Pallis K. Harrison have been appointed to the committee. Minister of Rural Economic Affairs P. Harrison stated that an additional 2,000 million rupees has been allocated for the purchasing of paddy. The 188th edition of the Newsfirst media workshop is currently underway at the Buduruwa Kanda Mahavihalaya in Galgamur.
These workshops are conducted with the aim of uplifting the knowledge and skills on media among students. The workshop, which is being held with the participation of students, commenced this morning with several practical activities.
Sri Lanka does not require oil deposits. They say there are oil deposits and some say otherwise. We do not need them. We are rich in human resources greater than what is available in other countries. When I look at the faces of the children here, we can be happy about the future. It is in your hands and not ours. Today it is easy to win challenges than it was 10 years ago or more. You can access any information from anywhere in the world through the internet. You can direct your opinion to any intellectual or establishment. News First has come to you today in order to ensure that takes place.
The final rights of Newsfirst reporter Priyantha Ratnayaka, who was killed in an elephant attack in Min area 2 days ago, will take place today. A group of villagers are facing a number of hardships as a result of wild elephant attacks in the Botol Lagama in Walapane state. They state that the wild elephants have destroyed their harvest. Botol Lagama is a village that houses approximately 80 families. The villagers have harvested 100 acres of ancestral lands, and they state that they are facing hardships as wild elephants arrive at the paddy fields in the night and destroy them. The wild elephants are entering the villages as the electric fence bordering the Rantambe and Victoria reserves have malfunctioned. Still in local news, several areas have been classified as high-risk dengue zones with the increase of rainfall in the island. Wattala, Jayala and Gampa have been classified high-risk zones.
The Ministry of Health declared 7 days commencing from today as the Dengue Eradication Week. Thereby, several dengue eradication programs will take place from today onwards within the Gampa Medical Officers Division, which is considered one of the high-risk zones. The Gampa MOH Nilangi Subasekara stated that the public will be made aware of dengue eradication methods and also inspections will be conducted. The special program is being carried out by the Dengue Eradication Unit together with the assistance of the police, army, provincial councils and Pradesh Sabhas.
Now, as mentioned earlier, the final rights of Newsfirst reporter Priyantha Ratnayaka, who was killed in an elephant attack in Min area 2 days ago, will take place today. Large crowds are arriving at Priyantha's residence in Rajayala Hingurakoda, where his remains are placed to pay their last respects. The final rites of late Priyantha Ratnayaka is scheduled to be conducted at the Rajayala Public Cemetery today. Priyantha Ratnayaka, who put his life on the line to fulfill his journalist responsibility, may you rest in peace. With that, we wrap up Lunch Prime Time News for the day. Your next news update comes your way at 1:55. For the Newsfirst team, I am Saturang Hapuarachi. Have a great day ahead.